Why would one get 2% milk or 1% or skim when one could get wholesome whole milk vitamin D stuff? It's like, it's the much better milk. I don't get it. I don't get the point. Is it just because it's fatty? Is it just because it does not taste better, by all means. If anyone's a milk fan out here, you know that, like, ultimately what decides, like, how good a milk is, like, just, like, actually, no, I can't really pinpoint what makes a milk good, but vitamin D milk and or whole milk is almost always exclusively better than anything else that's not that. I should be studying, but I'm not. That's a common theme with my life here. Anyways, back to drinking whole milk and eating insomnia cookies. Also, instead of studying, I recently started playing a game, the IO game called Hold.io, and I'm much better than anyone else that ever plays it. Like every single game, I'm like it's like 1,000 points ahead of everyone else. So, someone get on here and beat me. This is really boring. Guys, all of my self-importance is based off of being good at this game. Like, that's where I get all my ego from. If it wasn't for Hole.io and me being good at it, I would be sad. A lot. Alright, guys? I'm telling you that right now. It's a fun game. May not seem like it now, but right now it's that kind of day where it gets pretty dark in my room. Or it starts to get really dark. And I'm questioning whether I should turn on the lights. It's kind of depressing, honestly, at this moment, because it's like the day's over and I've spent like the majority of it in here not doing anything. But it happens every day, right around this time. Right now it's like 5:10, 5:15, 5:30. It's like really dark out, right? So, you know what? For the celebratory lighting of the lamp for the rest of the night. Frick. Look at that. And now it's not as dark. With final exams, it's like you have to review the entire course, right? So I'm sitting here trying to pretty much figure out what I view as the most important thing to cover, right? Not sure what. Probably stuff I don't know, which is all mechanics and statics. But I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at stuff from the beginning of the year. which is, I guess, a good start. I don't know. It's 5:12. I actually have this exam in less than 12 hours. Holy, no, I don't know. It's in more than 12 hours. Never mind. Yeah. I need to get started better than a page of notes that I have already. I need like 10 pages of notes to feel comfortable with anything that's happening. What do I study? Back to wholelot.io. Read! Guys, I'm confused, right? So I'm looking at the Trisonics' 2016 robot for Stronghold. I think the designs obviously goes up in here, and they take it in here, and it loads into the flywheel shooter, right? But no, in this shot, the grabber is in the front, and on the same side as the flywheel shooter. Wait a second, I just figured it out. Okay, so see this right here? This entire, because it's raised because this entire thing pivots. Oh, never mind. I'm trying to figure out what the point of making this video even was. I think it was that I wanted to make something for Sunday, didn't have time to. My roommate's out of the room, so now I'm hitting the record button and seeing what happens, what I end up talking about. Like, there is no plan. Like, I just ended up talking about everything I talked about just by hitting record and then saying something. And the first thing that came in my mouth was this. So, I guess another point would be to show how awful and boring my life is. I'm kidding, it's not that awful and boring, but like, it's pretty boring. Right now, at least. Not doing anything exciting, but in a weird way, that's good. And now I'm looking at Trisonics 2017 games. But anyways, someone downstairs just screamed agony, and I think it shows the pain that we're all suffering. Like, literally right before I hit the record button, someone like, it's downstairs. And I think I might know who it is, but yeah. I have plans for future actual videos. In fact, I have I'm wondering about, wait, this week is finals week. Crap. Well, never mind. I guess I said this Sunday. Wait a sec. Yeah. No, this Sunday. This would be it for it. Because I was like, because all finals week, like, the second I'm done, right, I'm going to convention for the weekend, and that doesn't end until Sunday evening, right? And unless I pump something out in the car at home, I wouldn't have any content to upload for this week. So I guess I'm making this in preparation of not making anything. I've also been in the habit recently, like, of making videos on Mondays instead of Sundays. To just get way ahead of things. I don't know. I don't think there's an actual reason behind why I'm uploading on Mondays more than Sundays. Just more that, no, I really don't know. Oh, something that sucked last night. So I went to go get, like, grab this, like, mac and cheese, right? And the other thing of mac and cheese, let me turn on the light in here, it's dark as hell. Okay. Other thing, mac and cheese, completely empty. No more ramen. Had to go to McDonald's. Had to actually pay money. Had to actually leave my room for a meal. The dining courts were closed. It was a tragedy. Tragic mess. Horrible mess. But I guess it was kind of fun. In a weird way. I got the weird Sprite mix. Not, like, it was like a Sprite tropical berry mix. It was actually pretty decent. And I'm glad they were selling it there. Because it's like something out of the norm that you wouldn't have usually. I'd rate it a solid, say 7 out of 10. Not as good as Mountain Dew, but still better than most normal things. Anyways, yeah, I have a topic I kind of talk about, probably for next week, because I'd have to find a time this week for me to sit down and actually record all the audio of me talking over it. It's gonna have more interesting visuals, I think, the last time, or different visuals. I'm going for a different style, and it should be longer. Actually, no, it already is longer than the overall clip of that I used the last time that I was looping in my videos I made. So, yeah. Also, I plan on returning to the videos I made, not because I'm making more, it's because I didn't I didn't talk about previous channels. I only talked about channels that videos that were on the Race Car 627 channel. I didn't go into any depth about what was on LBB Freak 627 or Race Cars Vids, or even the one video I made on an account just called Cedar Point that had jellyfish for a logo. Isn't that awesome? Or was it a cat? No, that was Race Car Vids. Heck, I don't know. Ugh. No, it was Race Cars Vids, not Race Car Vids. Anyways, that was me rambling for 4.5 minutes. Hope you enjoyed it. I sure as hell didn't. Bye. Something I'm probably pretty lucky for is just like having one of the best views in like all of university residence. Completely unintentional. I didn't even choose the stream. I got thrown up in here. But I had this beautiful view of a golf course, and it's just a really big wide open field where you can like listen to music, reflect upon life, and be edgy. In fact, all the views are pretty nice. For instance, this view is pretty cool, right? You got the football stadium, you got all the other buildings, and it goes down the hill. And also, this view is also pretty swell as well. You know, you look out here, you got this big tower, it blinks, it's cool. There's a road and a parking lot. I need to take out the trash. The biggest thing troubling my mind is not my will to study on my finals, nor is it my will to take out the trash. The biggest thing on my mind right now that's like destroying me from the inside is why the little rookie is now called Quilt Blanket. Like, I've known this for a long time, but like, it still like makes me shiver and quiver and want to die in my sleep, man. Like, what's the point of being called Quilt Blanket? Unless you're going for like a really cozy aesthetic, dude. Like, you're like, I'm Quilt Blanket, and this is us snuggling down and being cozy. Because if not, then there's no point. I don't know. It was really sudden, you know? Frick, I dropped my phone. Okay, the cool thing about having high up beds is if you tilt yourself upside down, you're at like eye level what it would be if you were standing on the ceiling. Like, it's really fun to think about the ceiling as a floor, and like you're just like, man, walking over. Like, you have to go over the door frame right there. So you have to step over it to get in there or something. I don't know. It's just a thought. Like, that's the floor, like the ceiling, whatever. You get the point. Well, I've officially am going to the exam. At the very wee early hours of the morning. I never ended up taking out the trash. That's something that you need to figure that's to conclude that arc. And then also I ended up printing out my piece of paper in the early morning hours, and I got an hour's sleep, and I don't feel prepared for this. So don't be like me. I'm a bad example. I think that concludes everything. I'm losing my mind. Goodbye. Alright, so it's not necessarily the end, okay? So I just got out of the good old exam, and I'm feeling actually a bit better than I thought I would. I did a bunch of pre-calculations, right? So I had to get like a 75 to pass this class with an A, right? On this final exam. I'm feeling, I marked down all the ones that I felt iffy about, and all of those added up to me getting about an 86%. Now, of course, I think that's pretty high of an estimate, but overall I think that I probably got like an 83 or something. I don't know. I hope I get an A. That's all I care about. Please get me an A.